Some people cross the line without realizing it. Others do it on purpose, thinking there won't be any consequences. But sometimes that line isn't drawn on the ground. It's in the jaw of a royal horse. And when you disrespect the rules, you might find yourself face to face with the crown's patience. Trust me, that patience isn't infinite. What you're about to see will make you question everything you thought you knew about tourist behavior around royal guards. A single moment that went viral for all the wrong reasons, but revealed something much deeper about respect, tradition, and the price of crossing boundaries you should never cross. Royal guard horses aren't just part of a ceremony. They're silent sentinels carrying the weight of history. Look carefully into their eyes and you won't see the crowd. You'll see how much respect they're being shown. They're used to noise, but not to disrespect. And with every step they take, the crown's honor walks with them. These are calm, gentle, and extremely well-trained animals. But like every patient creature, they have their limits. And when that line gets crossed, it's not just the guard who reacts. Sometimes the horse standing beside them reacts too. Yes, that reaction can be a sudden head thrust or even a powerful bite. Now here's where things get really interesting, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. Should horses wear muzzles to prevent these bites? Drop a comment below because this is a fair question and definitely worth thinking about. What do you think? Would muzzles protect the public, or would it be unfairly restraining a proud creature just doing its job? Let me know in the comments because this isn't just about a viral moment. It's about respect. There's a question that keeps coming up, and I think we need to address it head on. Are these incidents of disrespect really about nationality? Let's be honest here. Most of the viral incidents do involve Asian tourists. But let's not forget that not every tourist who gets yelled at or bitten is Asian. So maybe it's not just about where someone's from. Maybe it goes deeper than that. However, could nationality still play a role in behavior? Let's take Japanese tourists, for example. You rarely see them crossing the line. So what makes the difference? Is it tradition? Their education systems? Or maybe it's because Japan has its own royal family and generations of ingrained respect. We've even received messages saying things like, "We're not the ones being disrespectful," but somehow we always get blamed. Some Japanese tourists say they feel bad about being wrongly judged because of others' actions. Are these perceptions fair? Or is blaming an entire group for one person's behavior the biggest disrespect of all? What's your take on this? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if this video is opening your eyes to what's really happening, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started. Now, some Chinese tourists have been caught on camera trying to shift blame when confronted about disrespectful behavior. But here's the thing. It's not fair to pin this disrespect on an entire nation. There are incredibly respectful Chinese visitors too, just like there are disrespectful tourists from every country, including Japan. The key is recognizing that individual actions don't represent entire cultures. Have you ever wondered why Japanese tourists tend to be so respectful? They don't need to read every sign to know where not to step. They stay quiet in crowds. They keep their distance from guards and sometimes even bow from afar. Is someone teaching them all this step by step? Or is it just something that comes from within? Maybe it starts at school. Maybe there's strong cultural pressure not to bring shame in public. Or perhaps the concept of royalty is so deeply embedded in their history that they instinctively respect symbols of power, even when it's not their own. Who knows? Maybe the strongest respect is the kind that doesn't need to be explained. What do you think shapes these kinds of behaviors? Tradition, education, or something deeper? Drop your theories in the comments. The United Kingdom isn't just known for its history. It's known for its elegance, formality, and quiet power. For centuries, the UK royal family has welcomed visitors with honor. But behind that elegance lies a dignity that must be protected. Those silent soldiers you see in front of Buckingham Palace, yes, the British Royal Guards, aren't just part of a photo opportunity. They're sworn protectors of the royal family, bound by tradition and discipline. They can stand motionless for hours, never breaking formation, never reacting to thousands of cameras pointed at them. And what about those magnificent animals beside them? Every Queen's Guard horse isn't there just for show. These noble animals are living symbols of Royal Guard history. Once used in battle, now they serve proudly at Buckingham Palace. They're not just horses, they're protectors too. But even within this deep-rooted tradition, there's a truth that must be remembered. Patience has limits. Disrespecting a royal guard or horse isn't just crossing a physical boundary, it's disrespecting a heritage. How should such a tradition be approached? Share your thoughts in the comments. You can't always tell where a tourist is from. Even when you look at their passports, you might not even hear them speak. But their walk, their stance just a few steps away from royal guards, tells a completely different story. Some body language doesn't whisper. It screams, "I'm not here to show respect. I'm here to be seen." And some facial expressions tell you everything before any rule gets broken. Later in this video, you'll see a moment that speaks louder than words. The cameras are rolling. The tourist isn't exactly crossing the line, but they're dancing around it. Every step, every look, every movement, it's not what they're saying, it's what they're showing that matters. Did they violate any of Buckingham Palace's behavioral rules? Is this kind of attitude just a cultural misunderstanding, or is it a clear sign of disrespect toward Royal Guard protocols? What do you think? What does this kind of body language tell you? Let me know in the comments. Royal Guards aren't just part of a ceremonial routine. They're living symbols of a tradition that has carried honor in complete silence for centuries. And the horses standing beside them aren't just well-trained animals. They're disciplined, patient, and proudly serve as part of the Royal Guard's duty. They don't react easily, but they can sense the difference between admiration and disrespect. Because respect isn't just something we owe to people. It's something we show to traditions, to living creatures, and to the values they represent. What happens in front of Buckingham Palace every day isn't just a scene between a tourist and a soldier. It's a moment that reflects how the world chooses to interact with a nation's heritage. So what does respect mean to you? Is it following rules, staying behind the line? Or is it something deeper? A sense of awareness even when no one's watching? How should we treat the royal guards, their horses, and the heritage they represent? Let me know in the comments. Because this isn't just a video. This is the language of respect. And if you want to see more content that digs deep into these cultural moments that go viral, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. We've got more eye-opening content coming that explores the real stories behind the headlines. What's your take on tourist behavior around royal guards? Have you witnessed respectful or disrespectful behavior yourself? Drop your experiences in the comments. I read every single one, and your insights help shape our future content. Thanks for watching, and remember, respect isn't just about following rules. It's about understanding the weight of tradition and acting accordingly, whether cameras are rolling or not.